went somewhere, right?
Guess so. You came invisible.
Let's see. All right. The lecture I have planned, I'm going to be honest here, is probably a little bit above some of the heads of young people. If I need more new people who are coming tonight, I might have picked something different. But the lecture topic is more lessons from a 7-Dan Pro, because we already did one of these about a month ago, maybe a little bit over. I have a Go teacher who's a 7-Dan Pro, and sort of I'm sharing with you some of the things that we talk about in my lessons with him. My teacher is Yuan Yang, by the way, and a couple things. He is coming to Seattle to give a workshop, I think in 2 weeks? 2 weeks, right? It's relatively inexpensive for what you get. I think for members it's like $40, $45, something like this. And it's 2 days of Go playing with a professional and lessons and lectures and et cetera, et cetera. Yuan Yang is an excellent teacher. I think he, more than any other English-speaking teacher, boils it down more into concepts that you can apply in any situation. I mean, he does game reviews and simuls and does all the normal other pro stuff too, but really tries to boil it down to here's the principle, here's how you play it, here's when to use it, go use it. So definitely encourage you to go to his workshop, or just take lessons from him as well. So anyway, I want to share with you 2 games I played against him. And of all these games, I am black. So I played here. What am I saying with this move?
But you want influence.
Yeah, flexible influence, right? So we play in the 4-4 point. Play corners first, because corner is the easiest to defend. Corners first, flexible influence, 4-4 point. That's what I'm saying. He says there. What is he saying?
He wants the other corner. So no, not like he wants the same thing on the other. On
Same
the
thing.
side.
And he also doesn't want a cross game, right? He doesn't want a game where, maybe I get this corner, he gets this corner, and then we just start fighting everywhere, right? Because there's no one can make a big, large box, right? Everyone's going to make little, tiny territories. He's not saying that. He's saying we don't want to play that game. Maybe we'll play a big, large Moyo, big box kind of game. So I go over here. So what am I saying there?
Still want influence.
Yeah, still influence, still looking towards Moyo game, right? Moyo meaning big boxes, big territories, lots of outward influence. And here he says,
Territory.
maybe a hint of territory. It hints at the Chinese opening, right? It's opening where you induce your opponent into attacking. Everything on the board is symmetrical in terms of the spacing, right? Except for this side of the board, where there's one extra space. So he's making his side of the board bigger, right? He's actually saying there's more points over here than there is over here, right? So I'm making this bigger. So he's saying my side's bigger. He's inducing me to come after him, right? He wants to control the flow of the game. So he's inducing me by playing a bigger side of the board. So according to Yuan Yang, I play this. He says this is the only move. That's it. That's the move you need to play right here. What does this move do?
Stop white from making an enclosure.
Yeah. Well, not only that, or any of these other formations, right? Because he's about to take a very large, piece of influence with a move like this, or this, or this, or this, something like this. He made his side of the board bigger. He's saying it's more important. So I'm going to play on the most important side of the board, the biggest one. And I'm also going to prevent, this corner from spreading out. I'm going to keep this corner very low. And I'm playing high instead of low to make sure this stone works with these other stones. Maybe I'll get a wall here, right? If I play high, I might get a wall, and maybe I can make a box over here or over here. Playing again for influence. All right, so he says this. What does this mean?
He wants a really, really secure group.
Yeah.
And cares more about the side than the corner, I guess.
It's really just safety first. It's just, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to get all this influence. Okay, so I'm going to get really tough. I'm going to toughen up. And I'm just going to make my groups really hard to attack. And you can put all your influence stones wherever you want. But wherever you decide to make your big box, he's going to invade it or do whatever he needs to do to break it later. And by making all those groups really secure, he doesn't have anything to worry about. No worries, right? This is a very slow move in some respects, but it's very slow and strong. This is like the tortoise move. All right, so he's staying very, very calm. I play here. I'm really just looking for shape, right? He has a strong group. I have a weak stone. I don't want my stone to get attacked. If he plays something over here, where is my stone going? It has no friends. It's going to get eaten. I don't want it to get eaten. So I play here. This is common Common move. He plays here. I mean, how many of you have seen this move before? David? Just David? It's a cool one. It's a Joseki move, it's possible. Basically, it's going to be an exchange. It looks like a fight, but it's going to be pretty peaceful, actually, when it comes out of it. So I have to cut, so now we have a fight, right? I have a group, he's got a group, I've got another group, he's got another group, right? 4 groups, all next to each other, cross-cut, fight. So, the Atari is this way, this is correct. I try to save my stone. Is this stone savable? Can I save it?
Yeah.
For now, it's Nashi, I guess.
All right, if white wants to kill these 2 stones now, where does white play?
Right above it.
Yeah, 18-4.
2-2.
There's actually,
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah.
The bottom.
this one definitely kills it. What's the problem with this?
Oh, you can Atari. You can wedge and cut his 1 stone
And I'm gonna
off.
go there. I'm gonna be super happy if he kills these stones this way. If he says, I want to kill those stones, I'm gonna be super happy. I'm gonna be super happy because he's gonna come here, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna say, actually before this, I'm probably gonna play that. Or that. I'm gonna play some other Atari over here. Let's keep it simple. And play this one. Down, come here. He's going to take. And I'm going to go here. Now, what is the result?
White split, living small in the corner.
Yeah, how many points does white have?
6 or something.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 captures. 8 points for the corner. What does black have?
Influence.
Decent wall. It's actually got eye shape, and his 1 stone's really weak.
Yeah, this group is actually really strong now. Really hard to attack this. This stone looks stupid. Next, made one of white's moves look bad, almost completely dead, right? Very close. And it works with these other stones, right? And these stones want to make big boxes, big formations. So what is this helping me with? Make a big, super awesome formation, right? Like this is really strong. If white comes in here, white's gonna have a hard time living because I'm gonna be able to attack it because I'm so strong. So white's not gonna play this way. This way is terrible for white, right? It's giving black exactly what black wants. Can't do it. So we'll go back to this Atari, descend. So white cannot play this one. White can play this one. Now white is actually giving black a choice. Black could take the corner here, right? Atari, capture, live small in the corner. But be really small in the corner.
You have an extra black stone, I think.
Thank you. I could go Atari, something like this. Don't play this move, this is a bad move. I hope you're gonna see why. And Atari this stone. And if white just even does something simple as come out. White could play this, I suppose, too. Just to make it obvious. Black has 1, 2, 3.5 points. 3 or so points. I guess in a capture, right? 4 points. Small group, a lot smaller than 8. And how about these 2 stones?
In trouble.
They look a little on the stupid side.
Yeah.
About to be captured, right? And white looks strong enough over here, a little bit weaker over here actually, but you know, white's gonna have the next fun 10 moves of the game while white just attacks these 2 stones. So is this a good result for black? Black gets 4 points and gets attacked? Nope. So, can't play that way. So white plays here, but black, right, can't just capture the stone. Black has to do something better. So black goes here. I make a mistake, my first mistake. I actually computed the average for these first 2 games, or these 2 games I want to show you guys today. I make about a mistake every 5 moves on average. I think that's pretty good actually. It's a 7 Pro. I'm pretty proud of that. So 1 out of every 5 moves or so is going to be about a mistake. I should go here. Right, that's going to force him to come back and capture this. If he doesn't, aha, I capture him. right? 1, 2, 3 liberties to 2 liberties. Nice and simple. So he has to come back and play this. And I should just come over here and play moves like this, and just make a nice outside group. Yes, he did get a lot of points, but my group is really strong and actually has a fair bit of influence, and I'm in between, I'm separating the white side of the board that he decided was the most important. So that's what I should do. I get a little greedy.
When you extended there, I noticed you only went 3 spaces, even though you had a 3 stone high wall.
This is
why
more
not?
because it's on white side of the board. I'm thinking safety. If I have any other stones in the neighborhood, I'm gonna go more. So I play this. It doesn't really do anything, and in fact, it actually hurts me. Because if white does this, well, it's gonna look like the exact same thing, right? But white's not going to do. I'm giving white an option to crawl this way.
And yeah, it's so tempting.
I know.
I was thinking, I haven't played this in a long time. I did the same thing mentally. It was my first
So I'll
thought.
play here. White comes back. Right now it's just a capturing race. 1, 2, 3 liberties to 1, 2, 3 liberties. Whoever moves first wins, so white has to come back. Black fixes shape. Now, black just ended Gote. Let me ask you a question. Which one would you rather have? Would you rather have this shape? Or would you rather have this shape?
That one.
This one's more comfortable, right? More points, looks bigger, more solid, no problem. So this is why my move was a mistake, right? Because this is the shape that it ended up in. So you guys can see my mistakes. That's awesome. All right, so white looks at the board. Does white want to play over here?
No.
Why not?
Low side.
Low side, very good, David. Do you see this group? It's really strong,
Yeah.
but it's also really low. It's only on the 3rd line. It's not trying to make something really big. And even if it could make something big, I've got this strong group right next to it, so invading over here is actually going to be pretty easy. So white's not going to come over here and try to make a big box. Instead, white wants to break up the black side. So white's going to play on this side. And my pincer, I'm going to try to develop this, so I'm going to attack this stone in order to develop my side of the board. Don't let this white stone settle easily. White's going to try to create complications. Let's get into a more confusing fight, right? Stone, 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 stone. Ah, it's chaos. Not really chaos, you see this a lot. Again, I just want this side of the board. I just want to cash in on my influence. I want to build something. So I'm just going to try to cover this stone. And white wants to fight. We cut. This is a normal Joseki. Have to connect. In this case, white plays here. It's also Joseki. It's okay. This is actually going, right, we're splitting black over here, we're splitting black here. Black has to split white. Fast forward here before I get confused. White's going to Atari. It's going to capture. Did I miss a move? No, I didn't miss a move. Sorry. And white will Atari this stone. I missed a move. That's. Sorry. That stone should be there. It's the same kind of thing. Don't worry about it. So we have this exchange. Black plays one forcing move here. White connects, and now I make another mistake. Second mistake. Where should black play right now?
This is net.
Capture that white
Net
stone.
the 13 foot.
Which,
Stone.
this stone?
Yeah.
Why do I need to capture it?
So that you can make a box there on the left.
I'm just going to assume the stone is dead until someone tells me otherwise. Like this, these two
I
stones
guess
are connected.
it's actually not splitting anything, is it?
Yeah,
So I
it's
guess
not
it
a
doesn't
cutting
matter.
stone.
Yeah.
The stone is just useless, right? It's not. You never put a stone here, right? There's no. It's not doing anything. It's not splitting black.
Could you take another
Wow.
forcing move?
Okay, you could.
Yes, Matt. Where am I going to take another
15-6?
force?
If they're a Hane,
This one. I should play this one right now, right? Every 20 Q in the room should say, "Hey, there's an Atari there." You know, 20 Qs love to play those Ataris.
right. So what did you do?
I decided to be fancy. This one.
Back.
So why would I want to play this move? What do you think I'm thinking?
Makes you well longer.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Sure.
this. I got all this influence. I want to make super gigantic box. So I want to expand as much as possible. Unfortunately, this is a bad move. Number one, I should take this. This move is actually important because it's free, right? I'm never going to want an Atari from this side. So this move is important. Second, even though this has so much influence, Yuan Yang says white can still invade here. So I should just play a move like this, and now white to invade here becomes very difficult. Because white will be very cramped, and this can turn to a lot of points very easily, so he thinks I should play it. But definitely I should play this. If I'm playing this is the type of move you want to play when you want to reduce white's potential. How much white potential is there from this stone?
Not much, actually. because
Yeah,
of
this
that.
stone has a black group already, or this side has a black group, right? So it's not like white can make something really big over here. I already own this corner, so it's not like white can make something really big over here. So, in this case, reducing white's potential isn't that valuable.
The approach to the 4/4 is for reducing potential.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best move to reduce your opponent while expanding. But yeah, definitely reduction first. So that's the move I play, and it's a mistake. Yuan Yang plays this move. I think he just likes playing this move. I guess students. I don't think it's actually good in this case.
Obvious sort of responses. Oh, instead of the short
Yeah.
one.
Normally you guys would play here, right? This is what most of you guys know who've graduated about beyond 20Q. Sorry for the new 20Qs, but do you guys know this one? You've seen this one? Have you seen this one, Justin?
No.
Awesome. Know this one. White approaches a 4/4 stone, you just sort of mirror it. Right, so let black in over here a little bit, but you take more over here. Is the idea. He plays this one.
Okay.
And if black does something else, maybe black does this, white can then play a move like this.
Really?
Like, look at this corner. Look how big this is, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18. 18 points. Free moves for 18 points is sweet.
Isn't there Aji though?
Yeah,
Like the
you
large
can just
extension.
Extend from your wall.
Like it's
Yeah.
Make an extension from your wall.
Because no, that's good for white.
sure, yeah. I mean,
It's okay.
if black backs off and doesn't immediately punish you for making the large one, I guess.
Yeah. So I go here. This is a good move.
Isn't that what he wants?
What is he going to do with his wall, though?
He's not going to do that.
Yeah, it's what he wants. It's like by playing this move, this is what he's asking me to do. He's like saying, "Hey, I'm not really going to adequately defend my corner right now."
But now you're not going to do anything with your wall.
Well, we'll see.
Or at least this wall.
He says this is a good move. This is the best move right now.
Okay.
So I mean, you can argue with him. I'll give you his phone number. You can call him. Say, "Hey, I was watching this game you played with Nick, and you guys can discuss it." So this is a Joseki, right? I just got to live in the corner. All those really that 18-point corner he wanted to make for himself, I'm going to get it. So I'm going to take like 18 of his points and turn it to like 6, 7 of my points. So it's like a 25-point move. I mean, this is 25 points right now, right? If he gets it or I get it. He goes there. I go here. Make sure I don't mess this up. He plays this way. I go here. I need to make life. Make sure I just have enough space for eyes. Ihane's on top. I have to connect, otherwise I get captured. And he connects. Now I make a whole brand new mistake. So first question. Do I need to add a move to the corner?
No.
Don't think so.
I don't. I don't think you do. Against a 7 non-professional, I would, but I don't think you are supposed to have to.
That's right. The correct answer is you do not have to. This is alive.
Also, he gave you a hint. He said this is a Joseki.
Well, I didn't say when the Joseki was over.
Well, it
But
wouldn't
yes.
be a Joseki if
Black's alive. White can't
we're
kill us.
alive.
If white has another move, okay, then we'll talk. Then black needs to play. Okay, but just as it is, black's alive. So I can play away. That's not the mistake. The mistake is actually way more subtle than this. The move that I play is here. I was really proud of this move.
Looks right to me.
I know, doesn't it look right? It's like, hey, I've
It's
got
the
this
right length of
wall,
extension,
I've
and
got
you're
all
playing-
this influence. I've got all.
I don't know. Should it be
building
high?
here.
Is that the problem?
I've got this stone here. If this stone is here, maybe I can make this stone come back to life and turn this into points right next to his wall. Isn't that amazing?
What's the
Yes,
catch?
but
7 Don Pro says no.
Nope.
It's too soft.
1.
He has a wall, right?
Yeah.
I have a stone.
Help yourself.
It's David and Goliath, right?
Right.
But in this case, David can do some things.
Oh,
Says this is the best move here.
because of this cut?
Yeah, there is this defect in his wall, right? He played this move instead of this move, right? He played this really aggressive
Uh-huh.
move. And I need to play a move that says, hey, remember that defect you left? At some point, you're gonna owe it to me. You might think, hey,
You don't have the ladder.
that's fine, right.
I mean, I guess you can play a ladder break.
So here's the idea. If Black plays this move and White says, what are you doing? I'm Goliath, right? So White says, I invade now. Well, now David says, okay, how about now? Right? Where are you going to play, White? You're going to fix, right? You're like, do you want to be cut into 2 by David? No, David's an asshole. Right? You fix. And Black comes here. So, how's Goliath doing?
Goliath is on much wall.
Well, Goliath's wall.
Goliath can make eye shape by threatening the corner root.
This is true. David isn't going to, or Goliath is not going to die, hopefully. Right? But, you know, maybe Goliath has to go make some eyes. David will live in the corner. But Goliath has to play another move now. Can Goliath go and make good on this move? Can Goliath go live in the area of my influence?
Can't White now?
This gets dangerous real fast. Or even Black can just play something more simple, right? Just make Goliath make exactly 2 points here. And meanwhile, Black has become Goliath. Right? So in other words, it's not that, you know, this move is not helpful. It's just that, that's really loud right now.
Yeah, it got way louder.
It's just that in this case, White left a defect. And before Black wants to play over here, he needs to know how much strength Black can accumulate. So if White leaves a defect, well, it doesn't fix right now, Black can get really strong and play some really gargantuan move over here. Right? If White does respond,
Is that exchange good for Black?
I think so. Because now when I play this move, much better.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess.
Now I have even more potential. Right? And if White doesn't play this or something in here, I mean,
Yeah.
White's gonna be very busy trying to invade all of the Black potential. Right? Black's gonna have a lot of fun this game. That's later. So, but if White responds to this, right? That means this move is Sente. That means I can play the move I really want. And I don't have to play the submissive third line move. I can have big dreams and go for more of the middle. So, this is a mistake for like Don level players. It's not a mistake for you guys. If you guys play this one, you should give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, but you know, but this is the sort of thing that Don players have to see, right? Where, you know, there's a defect here. And Black can spend a couple moves to find out how much does White want to worry about it. All right, so guess what White does?
Invade.
Invade, right? Makes sense. So where do you want to invade? It's time for an invasion. Last week we did a class on invasion. Actually, we did 2 classes on invasions, right? So
Somewhere in the top.
somewhere at the top.
Maybe. Well, you could play the Knight's Move approach, or you could do
This?
try to be a little fancy and play like 4-2 or 2-4, but and see what Black does before, you know.
Yeah. He plays this. I think this is fine. But I also really like the play that I played, and he likes the move that I played a lot too. So, move that. What does Black not want to have happen here?
White to make a base.
Yes, white should not be comfortable. If white's comfortable in my area of influence, I have not done my job of attacking white, right?
Into.
If you have a whole bunch of influence and a whole bunch of strength, and your opponent comes in there, you must make them pay for it. Okay, if they just make a base and make 8 points in your house, you know, well, next time someone comes to rob your home, you should leave out a plate of cookies and make them feel welcome, right? Some milk, yeah, for the robber.
One space high pincer.
No,
Okay.
One space low pincer.
no. Why are these wrong? Tom's saying I need to attack, so I need to attack, right?
Because white's just going to jump into the corner.
Yeah, white's gonna jump
Make
into
a
the
base.
corner and be fine.
Oh, okay, so kick first.
Oh.
Oh,
Even more
the
severe.
foot sweep.
That's right. Really digging in. Right, saying to white, if you want a base over here, you're really going to have to pay for it. I'm going to get to the edge before you. Now, there might be some more room for you to run. I don't mind if you run. If you run, I'm happy. Right, it's easier for you to run than if I do this. But, no base for you. So, white plays, and the other reason why you don't want to play this or this is actually too strong. When you have a
Pincer
group
from that
of
side.
really strong stones, you don't want to add more stones to where you're already really strong, right? Black
Yeah.
owns this side of the board, right? If white were to play a stone over here, you just go, bam, I kill you. Okay? So if black owns the side of the board, you shouldn't be wasting moves defending it, right? White has a tough time playing it. White plays a pretty fancy schmancy kind of looking move. Just sort of running away, sort of thinking maybe I can make a base, sort of like, hey,
I've got options.
I can do stuff, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, you can decide, but I have options, right? Keep trying to be really flexible. Really flexible. I make another mistake. It's about time, right? I think this is a pattern, right? You're gonna see me make a move
been
that's
4
really good. I know.
5 moves go by quick.
Well, on average, right? It was mistake, good move, mistake. In this case, I play here. Why do you think I play here?
To stop white's base.
Undermine a potential base.
Yeah, I'm saying no base. Frankenstein, right? This monster, no base. Right? White can't make a base here now. Right after I play this. I should just play here.
Big box.
Yeah, not only, if white wants to make a base, it's still really hard. White's going to suffer if white wants to make highs here. So white still has to run. Not only is white going to run, I'm actually going to develop this into something pretty large. If I play this move, well, I guarantee myself these 3 points. I think that's going to pay off more in the end. But I don't. I play this.
Does white play there? Make the one space jump?
White plays here.
Wow.
Large knight.
Again, white is trying to just
So you
be
should have.
super flexible, right? White understands this is black's neighborhood, right? You don't go into black's neighborhood with like a giant, I don't know, something that.
Red band.
There you go. You want your sneakers on, right? You want to be able to run quickly. You don't want to get in any serious fights. Don't want to start talking trash, right? You just want to stay calm and flexible, right? If white starts playing moves like this and this and this and trying to make a base, it's not going to go well. Okay, so white needs to stay really flexible. And if black doesn't respond properly, white can start making some real serious shape here.
Did you respond properly?
This move I played good. This was good.
Okay, it's the one you should have played right before that.
Hey, look at that. It's funny how teachers kind of end up forcing you to play the move you should have played the first time, but now it's too late, and so you already wasted a move somewhere else. So white plays here. Again, just sort of slowly trying to run away without drawing attention to itself. Just reduce, don't get into any big fight. Right here, right? I'm saying, okay, now that one, I want it, in trouble. This is annoying. White plays there. What is this move trying to do?
It looks like he wants you to respond to protect the corner so that he can maybe make shape with that group now.
Yeah, if I do something like go after this group, try to attack this group right now, I think most of you guys can see this move or this move, one of these two moves, I'm gonna have to respond to, and then he plays over here, and now he's got a lot of eye shape. He has a lot of potential just to be able to live. Not only does he have potential, how about these two stones?
Weak again.
Problem, right? Big problem. Right, he's gonna capture me if I don't help these out at some point. So if I let white get strong over here, it's really sad. So I can't let that happen. So I play another good move. I play here, just keep him out of the corner, right? It also is worth a lot of points, right? Just protecting the corner. And again, keeps the pressure up. Plays here. And trying to squeeze every free move he can get. He has to stay flexible, which means he needs lots of free stuff. I think he plays out right away, if I'm not mistaken. No, he doesn't play right. That's later. Sorry, he plays here. What is he trying to do?
Be able to escape.
Escape, get stronger, right? Maybe counterattack these. He has a wall here, right? So if he ever gets strong here and here, the person who's sitting in the middle, scary. Big trouble. So he gets a little stronger. And furthermore, if he gets this move, super strong, right? He almost has two eyes. So we can't allow this. This is a good move. Remember, this stone's going to get in trouble. Need to help it out. Same time, I can't let white get strong, so I need to take away the base. This is the type of move where it's worth a lot, not because it's a lot of points, but because whoever gets it gets a stronger group. Okay? I want white to have the weaker group. I want him without a base. Same time, I want my group to have a base. Super important. So, go me. All right. White still trying to make shape. Right, so white's going to try to lean on this and try to come up with some eyes. And it's my job not to let him. I play here. And he plays here. It's starting to look like he might have some eyes. So I play here. Why did I play there?
Now you can't make an either.
Yeah, just preventing the eye. If he gets there, not only, it's only a half eye actually, but more importantly, these two stones are actually almost cut off, and it starts to link back up to his other weak group. If these two weak groups ever link up, it becomes really easy for white. So I need to keep the weak groups separated if I want to have a good attack on either one of them. So, can't give him that. It's forcing, right? He doesn't want to get cut, so he has to connect. All right, it's mistake time. I knew this was, I missed it. The correct move is the one I looked at first, and I should have played it. But then I got carried away and said, I'll do this instead, then I'll do this, and then I got confused. But I need to find a move that both keeps the pressure on white and continues to help black. What do you think? Right? This group is, it's still arguably pretty weak, actually.
Yeah.
So I need to find a move that helps black and keeps the pressure on white.
Honey?
This is the move that I played,
That's what I was going to say.
which is wrong. There's a very minor detail. The problem with the Hane is that it gives white a lot of easy forcing moves. Right? Because at any point, white can play here. And now you have to respond again. Right? And you're like, hey, I got a nice shape, right? This is what I saw. I was like, hey, if he does that, well, then I'll be strong and I'll be good. And then white's going to connect, and now this group is basically out. I don't want white to be basically out. That would make me sad.
Oh yeah, we were trying to stop it.
Oh yeah, that was...
We were trying to prevent that from getting
What about one space jump out from your stone there? Yeah.
This is the move. Were you thinking that too, David? No, you're just clapping. Yeah, it actually almost does the exact same thing as this move, except it leaves less forcing moves for white. That's the idea, right? Whenever your opponent is in trouble, do not give them forcing moves. Do not give them free stuff. Okay, make them suffer. Tough love, right? So that's where I should have played, but I did not. So I played there. White actually just comes out directly, right? And if at any point white can play here if white needs an extra move, but first wants to know if he'll let me link him up. To which I say, no, you cannot link up. That's what we've been talking about the whole time, right? Keeping these two weak groups very separated. At this point, after I play this move, white decides this group is safe. Because again, any point, he can come over here and that's basically free, right? That's enough to get him out. So this is safe enough. So now he has to worry about this. So he plays here.
Oh no.
This is oh no. And this is, you remember that mistake I told you about the point here? And
That's
like,
why I said, yeah.
wouldn't it be
Only.
useful if I had that stone right there? Because now, in this case, when he plays here, it's really easy for black. What does black play? Actually, black has two good options.
But extend looks okay.
Yeah, this
you
looks
could
fine.
you could
That's a good
Atari,
option,
right,
too.
and let him take that.
Yeah, but at the
yeah.
very least, I can just play here and say, hey, you get that stone, I get all this. Done. All right, if he takes my stone, I play a move something like this. That's probably a little bit. Oh, granted, it's still tight. White has issues. Maybe something just like that. Stay strong. Right? Black is really strong now. If I don't play this move, and white plays this, this is not Sente. Right? White doesn't have to respond over here. I don't get two moves over here. This is the difference. So this move was really important. I know it looks so silly, like it's such a stupid Atari, and I know many of you guys are at the point in your games where you realize you shouldn't take every Atari that's available on the board immediately. Right? Sometimes you want to save it for later for a lot of different reasons. But in this case,
The 20Q
it's too late.
The 20Q knew the right
the
move.
20Q knows the right gear. It happens a few times every game. Where the 20Q knows best. So I have to play her anyway. Where does white play immediately? Atari. Hey, free stuff. If you're in trouble, what do you need?
Free stuff.
Free stuff. Now, where does black play?
No, if you you can Atari at 12.
I could do this.
Yeah.
Right? I could say, all right, I'll give up the two stones.
Yeah, because those stones aren't actually that important. You can just
Yes,
seal
they
it off
are.
again.
Yes, they are.
Okay,
Because
well-
now white can just play here.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty important, I guess.
Now white can play there. And all of these points that were supposed to be mine are now
I
white's.
thought I was being clever.
Too clever, Tom. Too
I
clever.
like those two stones.
Yeah, these two
Two
stones.
stones.
Let's go back here, and oops.
Oh, I guess you should connect.
I guess I should connect too. Connect if you want to live.
And I guess white still has to play a move there if he doesn't want those to just be immediately captured.
But we have free stuff.
Yeah.
Now I have a stone, right, that's weak.
That's rough.
Starting to look like there might be some eyes in here. And furthermore, how about this group?
Sitting
Not
small.
doing so hot.
Not great. Right, if white gets another move or two, right, if white plays this and I don't respond, big trouble for black, right? If white plays here, looks like Ko, maybe worse. Depending on this Aji, looks like there's no Aji. Bad, right? This group is getting surrounded big time. So, black has an existential crisis. First, take this Atari. Hey, I'll take a little bit of free stuff. Not that big of a deal, quite frankly. When I play a bad move, I play here.
Giving up.
I'm just saying, you can still run, but I'm gonna run with you. We're gonna fight. It's gonna be a fight. Maybe you have the advantage. I just want to make sure that this is really solid, it's worth something, and you can't kill me ever. The reality is, if I wanted to play over here, I need to play that move. Because this actually threatens a whole bunch of the eye shape here. It makes white actually a lot weaker. And quite frankly, all of it, I shouldn't even play any of that because I can still live here. It's a little bit painful to live, but I can live whenever I need to. So I need to play on the outside. I need to play the more important move. So I don't. In the words of Dan, I'm a chicken. Where'd Dan go? Oh, Dan left. Oh, all right.
Got quiet.
Dan, I did get quiet. Dan says that a lot, though. If he's watching me. If you ever watch Dan,
I've watched YouTube.
you watch YouTube.
Yeah, he's in the video.
Dan the heckler.
So we play there, and it's kind of a fight. White keeps it my shape. I play here. Again, I'm trying to just make shape, destroy all this white potential at the same time. And white says, huzzah, I'm out. Can't kill me now, suckers. Alright, so all that trouble white got into in my neighborhood, for the moment it's kind of subsided. Doesn't stop me from trying though. This is my valiant effort. Alright, actually I'm going to probably stop this game so I can not completely run out of time, because I do want to show you the next game, because the next game has a couple of really cool moves in it. Basically, we get this fight, white comes over here, I end up living here. Basically, everything lives, nothing dies, nothing exciting happens. It's at the end of the game, these are white points, these are white points, there's actually a few white points in here, and these are white points. And black has this, and that, and a couple here, and that's it. There's nothing too exciting that happens as far as killing and dying, but just black doesn't have enough potential at this point. Black is too busy because of slow moves like this. If I played something over here, right, and the timing was better, and I can build a wall here, well then maybe I can make a whole bunch of points here, or even here. But I can't. Okay, what do you guys think? Was that far, far above?
Not too bad.
Okay.
Still catching up.
It means you explained it very well.
I tried.
Yeah, I can follow it.
Yeah?
I mean, to me, it's sort of like I could never say what you're saying or even say it, but to hear it, I learn a lot. I understand it. So.
All right, good. Let's take a few minutes and look at the other game I played against them that I wanted to show you. And there's one move above all others in this next game that I am most proud of. Made me feel really good that I found this move, because it's not that the move was awesome, it's just that everything sucks, and I found a move that didn't completely suck. It's more of one of those, like everything you do is wrong, but I found the one thing that wasn't bad. So it's one of those kind of moves. It's an attacking move, and this is a problem with a lot of my games, is that I tend to lose sight of the correct direction when I'm attacking a weak piece from my opponent. Some of you guys probably have the same problem where you attack, and then you realize, wait, now my opponent just got stronger and more points than me, even though I was the one who was attacking. Right? You ever had that happen? Or you attack them and then they get stronger and then they get all the stuff that you wanted? Well, in this game I found the move that basically didn't let that happen, even though it could have gone that way. All right. So, all right, a few things. Actually, I forgot. This is complicated, but I play this move. What am I saying?
Territory.
A little more territorial emphasis, right? Not as much influence, not interested as big of territory. This is sort of like going for a layup instead of, the three-pointer. In some ways, I guess. So white goes here. Again, I'm black again. Same thing, right? Here I say this. Again, now I'm willing to play influence because he's playing for territory too. Well, now there's maybe bigger potential left on the board. If he's playing small and I don't want to play small too. Maybe there's free stuff. He's going to stay small. So I go over here. Why do I go over here? One of my students who's been to my class before. Why is that a good move?
Biggest side of the board.
Biggest side of the board. How do we know it's the biggest side of the board?
Because white stone is farthest from it. The spaces.
Yeah,
between
number one,
the
there's
stones is bigger.
11 spaces here. Now there are 11 spaces here. right? There's also 11 spaces here. But what it is about this move? Why is what about that?
Also stops white from playing that.
Yeah,
Which
number
would be
one,
really good for white.
white likes that a lot. That's points, influence, everything, whole shebang, 2 moves. We want to prevent that. But then why not this one? Right, this white can make one over here.
That one's already facing your stone.
Yeah, this one, it also develops off my stone. And this is a high stone, right? This is a stone that wants to be developed, right, in a big way. So I have a lot of potential. I could have a lot of potential over here. So I want to play on this side.
And the white included in the other corner doesn't face white.
Yeah, this is silly looking, right? White is really low, really crammed up against the side of the board. This can be too easy for black to take the middle if white's too close to the edge. Okay, so this move, A+, Dynamite 9 Dom Pro. Okay? White says, meh. White didn't have any potential there anyway, so, you know, it's fine. We play this one. This is the Magic Sword Joseki. You guys can look it up. This is one of the more famous Josekis. And depending on what country you're from, you'll actually emphasize different variations. That's what I'm finding, at least from what I've seen playing at different Go servers and at the US Go Congress. Basically, if you're on KGS and you're English speaking or not from one of the Asian countries, you know this one, the Lee Sedol ladder variation really well, right? I did a whole lecture on that one. The new one, I think it's Chinese, but I started seeing on the Korean server too. Is this one? Oh, sorry. This, but instead of white-black cutting, just for black to do this nubby thing. And then, sorry, that's on there. And then this nubby thing. And I've seen in the Korean Go server, the Koreans all the time just play like that stone isn't even there. They just don't care. Like they just, you know, here, just pick a move, and they just jump on and just don't care. There's a stone there. I always thought this was initially bad, but I don't know. People are playing it again, so. Because you should care there's a stone there, right? That's a weird thing. So anyway, I decided to play this one. Sort of really modern, I think kind of Chinesey variation. This can be really complicated. We could spend a few hours going over this. But there are a couple major variations that have now sort of been accepted. But I play this way because, quite frankly, I saw Yuan Yang, my teacher, give a lecture a couple months earlier, and he didn't know this one because it's too new. He didn't know it. So I went, ha 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 ha. So he plays here, and here's the tricky part. Here's the part that makes you pee your pants. Ready? Black plays here. White plays here. Ready? Black plays there. Right? And now this looks stupid. Okay, this stone is in trouble. This stone's in trouble. This stone's in trouble. This stone looks really weird, right? Shouldn't that be there or there or something? Like this is just in the middle of nowhere. This stone looks kind of weird, right? Shouldn't this be here or here? I mean, who wrote this? Yeah, who broke the Go board, right? That doesn't look right. So after the game, he actually showed me he didn't know all these variations, and I went, oh, okay. But he doesn't play a very good one against me. I'm not sure why. I'm actually not 100% sure why he doesn't choose one of the good variations for him right now. Maybe it's just a teaching game and he just wants to screw around and try things out. I don't really know. But I don't think he plays the ideal variation that he should play here. Anyway, I'm not going to comment on his moves. I'm just going to show you how the game worked. He plays this one. Oh, and I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but the real problem here is that if white tries to save this stone, right, you think, hey, this stone's in trouble, I should save it. Right, playing a move like this. Well, black goes here. And this move actually threatens to capture these two stones in a ladder. And this stone has no effect on the ladder. It's really weird when you see it. Right, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, dead. Right, the stone does not break the ladder whatsoever. It's pretty neat. So if white, has to protect these stones, well then black gets to more or less kill these two. So this is the sort of the pee your pants kind of part where you're like, oh my gosh, so dangerous. because there's this ladder that this stone doesn't help with. Okay, but anyway, we play this one. It's there. One move for black. Where is it?
Extend.
Good. Only move. You play anywhere else, you lose the game. White plays here. And then white connects. Right,
So he's actually giving you the ladder still, isn't he?
yes.
By doing that.
And you're right. I should actually take it. Instead, I play the net, which is worse. So mistake number one. This is my first mistake, guys. I should play there. And this is a very minor difference. It just depends what kind of agi, what kind of free moves do you want your opponent to have. Right? If I play here, we know these two are dead, right? Ladder, dead. So white will get any sort of free moves like over here or over here. Right? Free stuff. If I play this move, where's white's free stuff? Yeah, obvious free stuff, right? I peep right there. That's the play there. Free stuff. So what kind of free stuff do you want your opponent to have? Do you want him to have a 2-stone wall on the outside? Or do you want him to have a...
You can also play
whatever you call
diagonal,
this.
right?
Yeah, something like this. Well, this one's actually tough, right? Because if it's not, it depends on the liberties, and I think black can answer more creatively here too. Things like this. So it's, what kind of free stuff do you want? Well, I play this free stuff. And you want to say is, no, that's my free stuff. That's good for white. It's better to give white a free low move than a free high move. So anyway, this is exactly what happens. Right, takes the free stuff. And white comes over here and just has to make a base, right? The stone could still be trouble. This is actually a good result for black. So right now, black is beating a 7 non-pro. Very happy. Why is this a good result for black? Do a little analysis. How many points is the corner worth?
Quite a few. 15 at least.
Yeah, 15-ish. Yeah, probably about 15. How many points does white have here?
6 or 8, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, this stone isn't dead yet, right? White has more influence, but black has influence too, right? It's not like this has been covered up yet. And these two stones may be useful, maybe not. We don't know yet. So locally, and it's black's move, right? Most importantly, black got a big corner, and it's black's move. That's great. So, I think there's actually a slight advantage for black right now. All right, so I see white's influence. I say I want to limit white's influence. David's going grimacing. Why? You don't like my move?
Prevent the corner enclosure in the bottom right.
It could get big, yeah. But I think if I'm going to play over here, I want to play something that attacks these stones. Right? Because this is like snacks. Right? I could eat those. I want to attack them. But we'll say it's okay. But of course, white plays here and says, hey, I might use these now. So I actually asked him about this. I said, which is bigger? And he said, I don't know. They're both good. So pick one, whatever one you want. Here, I'm pretty convinced, well, he said this is a mistake. I'm pretty convinced if I played with a different professional, he would disagree. So I think this is one of the professional style things. I could be wrong. Maybe all professionals think this sucks. But I played here.
Why?
Well, my thinking was that if I play here, I'm going to get attacked, and then these two stones and this are going to be useful. But if I play here, it's actually a lot harder for him to attack me. But of course, the problem is that he gets a bigger corner. So I'm giving up points just so I don't get attacked. So the 7 non-pro says, this is not great. No. Because he gets too many points. You fight over every last point, right? Okay, but we continued on. White plays here. Why does white play here?
Break up here.
Yeah, do you see these two stones? These two stones project influence this way, right? So I'll have to break up the influence, right? Just from afar. And it's right in the middle, so white can make a base from either side. If white gets into trouble, really nice and easy. I play this. Who knows what this move is called? This move has a name.
God.
Oh God. That's,
Like,
yes, this is the Taisha. He says it's okay. You don't usually necessarily want to play the Taisha when, I don't know, you just don't ever want to play
When
it.
your opponent knows more variations.
Really
than you.
complicated. Exactly. This person knows more variations. It's really complicated. Don't play Taisha. But he says it's okay. It's really hard to actually tell what's going to happen because I have an extra stone over here. So when this group runs out this way, it'll help over here. But then he has a stone over here, so it's going to. This is a very famous fighting Joseki where it just leads into a fight that covers the entire board, right? So every stone over here and over here matters now. He avoids it. Says, no, we're not going to do Taisha, right? Taisha is normally you split, and now you're fighting, right? You split and fight. But he says, no, we're just, screw that. I think he was being lazy. But here, I played a bad move.
I would want to play Pete here.
Oh, like this?
Just flatten him down and
It's bad. Because you're going to play here now?
sure.
Okay. There.
So now you can come back and attack his, well, sort of anyway.
How?
You can, well, you can extend from, I guess you can't make a great extension.
Right.
All right, never
so,
mind.
I think Tom is saying, hey, you attack this stone now, right?
I was thinking I was actually thinking you would do that and he would make a base.
Oh, but look at this huge wall. And look how this huge wall takes 8 points.
Yeah.
That's not good enough. It's a huge wall. It needs to take lots of points. It needs to spread its wings. So hard to attack with stone, right? Hard to know what to do with it. So a wall here isn't really that useful for black. So, I mean, your idea works. I mean, it does what you think it's going to do, but except I think it sucks because there's a stone here already. If there's no white stone over here, then it's glorious. Right? Because then you make your wall, something like this, and then you play here and you go, oh, mine. Right? But if white's already living there, then not so good, not so good. All right, what I should play is this. I should just Hane, and again make this into something really solid and strong. Because, because again, white already is strong over here, so making a wall over here isn't very good. I recognize that a wall's not very good, so I don't want to make a wall, but I instead play a bad move. I play here. I say, well, I can't make a wall, so I'll just take the corner. But I should make this side stronger and take these, because that's not small. And it turns out that white is really good and also knows how to force me into basically being a wall anyway if I play this way. We just said that being a wall isn't good here, right? Because white already has this living stone in this neighborhood. So white plays here. Or I play here. And then white plays here. So here I should probably play this, but I play this because I think the corner is big. If I don't, right, white's happy, white gets the corner. So it's big for both people. But if I play here, where does white play? Is white safe yet? Not 100%.
2 space jump?
Here,
Oh.
just there. White, black, look, this stone. Silly, right?
Yeah, I guess that's good because it threatens to push through, right?
Yes. So black responds here. Then white plays here. So now white actually, this is sizable. And what about these 2 stones that were supposed to be safe, not attackable? Remember how I didn't want them to be attacked? You remember that?
Yeah, you played far away at first.
Well, now what? If I don't do something, I'm going to get attacked. So I jump out here. But white plays here. What's the problem with this move? I mean, it's a good move. I don't want to get attacked, right? So I have to play something. So it's not a bad move, but what's the downside?
Gives up 4th line points.
Yeah, look at this. Right, white's getting big points. So I'm stronger, it's harder to attack me now, but as Yu and Yang would say, I paid money. Give me your money. All right, right now I play a move that's good. Good for me. Play here. Why do I play here? David's looking with
Reduction?
draw a drop. Number 1, reduction, but it's really an invasion, right? Right? I paid money. I'm asking white. Remember that money I paid you? Can I have some of it back? I didn't really mean to pay it all to you. I'd like a little bit back. And it's hard for white to defend this, right? If white says, no, you can't connect, what happens to white?
Split.
Attack, right? These 3 stones have nowhere to go. So really hard for white to try to fight here. So white says, okay, I'll let you link up. Which I do. And white actually plays here. Again, just sort of preventing me from taking more of the money, right? This is a lot of money. A lot of points. All right, bad move time. That was a couple good moves. Too many in a row, I think. So bad move. So I play this. Why is this bad?
Yeah, you just told us it was bad when I
not
said
big
you should
enough.
play it.
Yeah, I know, right? So I did exactly what Tom wasn't supposed to do. Why is it bad? Explain.
Because you have
White
a big
can
wall.
still make a base.
Yeah, big wall facing 8 points. Great.
And white can still make a base.
White can make a base. The white move that white plays here is really, really super cool. I mean, I'll pause for a moment. Okay? This is a move that none of you are going to think of, but is awesome, and you should immediately start thinking about moves like this, but it involves reading. If you want to find a move like this in your game, you have to look at the obvious, go, okay, this doesn't work, I'm going to play the obvious, but I'm going to try something really crazy here. Yeah, Matt has an idea, right? You had an idea and you lost it. Okay, Tom has an idea.
Well, I've seen something like this in a book once where rather than just making a base, because then black
So
can,
this is the obvious move,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You got, everyone knows,
So-
if someone's in trouble, make a
you
base.
play that, so black can close off the corner. Or,
Right, so if white plays here, where does black play?
3, 5.
Right here, right? It makes big corner. So this is your problem, right? White gets 4 points, black gets, I don't know, 20.
So you can play 2, 6 maybe as white.
2,
So
6.
or no, that's sorry, I meant one further than that. Yeah.
Right here?
So if you play there,
So what if black does this?
now you can back off and make the base, and you've gotten to
Here.
just the normal spot maybe, or you could maybe play diagonal. I don't know, but the general idea would be you.
Nope.
No. Okay. Well, fine. Jeez.
Well, it's better than 4.
Any other ideas? Is white weak anywhere on the board?
Not really.
Right.
Well,
I thought this stone is basically dead whenever white wants, right? If I don't connect. This isn't that weak. I mean, these are dead, right? So that's done. This is pretty strong now after this move. This is strong.
Yeah, just that one.
Just that one stone, right?
so you just go 3-3.
So here's the thing with Go. You can have one weak group on the board and be fine. Right? When do you get into trouble?
Two
Do you have more than one?
2 weak groups. So in this type of situation, because white is so strong anywhere, white can play here. What is this move telling black?
The corner.
Yeah, do you really want that corner?
Oh, okay.
And if black says yes, I really want the corner, like
Well, I
a
feel a
sheep.
little bit because that's kind of what I was thinking, but I had the position.
How's that?
Yeah, that's better.
Isn't that nice? Remember my wall, how it made 8 points? Check out white's 3 stones. Now black can invade this, okay, this isn't perfect points yet, but that's really close to turning into some pretty solid white points. One more move and it's done. That's a nice reduction, right? If white makes 10 points here or more, what does black have for territory? A little bit here, a little bit here, maybe something here, there, and a little bit there. Everything is really small. White's already got a big one, another medium one, smallish medium, another smallish medium. Who's going to win this game? Yeah, I mean everything, all the white. If you look at black's biggest territory, I mean, maybe this one's the biggest. Well, white's biggest is bigger than black's biggest. Maybe this is, I'm not sure, probably this, maybe, it depends on who gets the same game, but either this or this could be white's next biggest. Well, they're basically just as big as this, right? Next black's biggest, well, this is bigger than this. And then this one is bigger than this. And if you get Comey, white gets points just for being white. Not enough points here for black. So black can't just take the corner points. So So I do something that's really good and cool, etc., etc. Right? This is not the move I played. This is another normal move though, but very similar, right? If black just comes down like this and says, I take the corner that way, well, the same thing is actually even better for white, quite frankly, because there's less aji for black to mess with. So that doesn't work. So the move I play is super cool. I got praised for this one.
Welcome to my corner.
If you take the corner, what do I get?
A much bigger side.
Much bigger side, yeah.
Yeah, if he just says, I want to live in the corner, I go, that's nice. So I just want to live in the corner. Maybe I play a move or two out here. But then I start playing this, and now what does black have? Can white make a base here now?
So easily.
Not easily, right? Because the second white plays that, just say, okay, you have no ice, run. Right? Or actually, probably attack from the top, say, you still can't make ice. Right? Because this stone's here, too hard to make ice. So, white can't just live in the corner. White says, all right, let's fight. And black says, no, I don't really want to fight. I just want you to live. This is a really cool move. Both of these work really well together. This move basically traps white in the corner. You guys see how that works? It's a really useful shape. Whenever you ever have this shape and your opponent does this to you, you guys have had that problem before, where your opponent splits you. Often the correct move is one of these knight jumps. They're there. And since I have a stone there, this basically almost guarantees white's trapped. Really cool move. So white says, okay, out of the corner. I'm done. And I say, really? White says, yes, I'm done. I say, okay, well, now I have a wall. White has a weak stone. I don't care if white takes a stone, right? You guys can all read that white can take this whenever white wants. Basically. White can just push and capture, or just do the fancy hane is probably better. So I start thinking on a bigger scale here. I start thinking the middle. So I play here, right? This stone makes white a little sad, because if white doesn't respond, what happens to white?
Split.
Split. Remember, this stone wasn't dead yet, so I'm trying to use it. So white says, we will have none of that, sir. And I play some more forcing moves. I say, well, what about all these points, you know? I'm just trying to find free stuff, because I want to make a wall as quickly as possible here. If I can make a wall here, and a wall here, and play a stone over here, and win by 50 points. It's glorious. Just glorious. So white does this, I do this, white takes. Do this now? Can't remember if I do or not. Yes, I do. Because it's free, right? It's free. Now I start to have more strength, a little bit more strength, just all forcing moves. And now I make a mistake. I play this. This move is a bad move. And I'm trying to build walls, but the reason why it's bad is it actually makes white too strong. I actually have fancier moves here, more severe moves. This is too simple. But I play it, it's not a big deal. And then I play the final coup d'etat right there. So now, this is completely sealed in. This wall, yum, right? You guys see my walls here? See how hungry I am? And white says, oh, well, I'll take that stone. So we play this. Why do you think he's playing to take one stone right now?
Settle that group immediately.
Settle the group and a sente.
Yeah.
Right, I still have to respond, so I have to play here. Alright. So if you're white, I'm gonna show you white's move. We'll discuss white's move. And then this is the move that I said about this game, the move I'm really proud of, is the next move after white plays. So first, let's talk about what white wants. What does white need to do to win this game?
Reduce the
Reduce this giant thing that's forming, right? This is a lot of points. If black gets a stone here and a stone here, that's huge, humongous. Can't have it. So white needs to reduce black. So how do we reduce black?
Tengen?
Tengen was too far back. I was thinking.
What Tengen? What is black?
Yeah, I was thinking if you play 2 spaces over from Tengen, maybe on the 8th line. That looks like about the door line of this.
Yeah, right. Normally when you figure out reduction, you look at the edges of the mouth. Right? If the mouth is here, you sort of play right in between, right on the line of the mouth. And if your opponent tries to attack you, maybe you run out a little bit just to get some shape, and then you run inward. Right? You can hopefully read how to make 2 eyes here. Your opponent plays here. Again, you sort of make some shapes. Say, do you really want those points? Black says, yes, really want these points. And say, hey, do you really want these points? And black says, yes, really want these points. And you go, okay, I'll make all of these points. Right? So those are the ways it can go. This is the move the 7-down plays. Tom's having a good night.
On and off.
Right there. Now it's my move. What is black going to do? First question, can black play this and still win the game?
No.
Well, like I said, when white plays here, this is just the really simple version, right? Are you going to defend this too? When white plays here, are you going to defend over here? I mean, are you just going to keep defending like this, or like this, or like this, depending on what points you want? If you're going to defend all these things, maybe white will come and attack you now. You have to live, and again, it's going to be oversimplified. And maybe black just has to make shape somehow. Now who gets the 1,000,000-point middle? This is a real concern. If I just try to take points, it still looks big. You're like, wow, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe plus another 5 to 10. You're like, that's like 50 points. I should just take it. It's 50 points. What's the problem if you just take your 50 points?
White has
White
more
gets
on
50
the
of its
outside.
own.
Yeah, white gets 52. It's like, oh, I'll start all over again. Find a new 50 points somewhere on the board. Let's take these off.
Could you simultaneously
try to,
try to reduce
I
white's
mean-
50 points?
You have to.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You have to find a way that. Well, okay, Tom, tell us what you're thinking.
It seems like if you attack white like directly from the right, because you made the exchange at the bottom and white's kind of strong there, white could come up and threaten your group and then link up. So if you're gonna attack that stone, I feel like you have to play from this direction so that you're effectively helping that group. So like that, or one for something like that, something around there, maybe. I don't know.
I want to point out a couple things what Tom says, because remember how I made this exchange? I actually made this group really strong now. So white has a really easy place to run over here. White could run over here, but this is actually harder to get to, right? Because I have strength here and here. So I'm one move I can basically say white cannot connect through here, right? This move will cut anything off that tries to connect. So it's actually harder to cut for white to connect here. So the move that I played, that 7-down Pro says was best. Again, I'm proud of this. If I played this move as my attack, I need white to run to the direction where it's harder for him. And as long as he's running and as long as it's hard for him, I get free stuff. You want to see the free stuff that I get, that this one move gives me? Dave's going, yes, yes. So white plays here. And at this point in the game, you go, oh, damn it, my move didn't work totally. Now white's strong, I'm weak, right? Totally didn't work, right? You need to play a strong move here. You need to challenge white right now. Say, I have all the stones. Where are you going? You need to decide right now. This whole sequence is actually really good for mine. So no mistakes here. Plays here. Move for black. Need to take it right now. Peep. Peep. Very good, right? White makes Leaves a weakness. Peep. Say, hey, can I have all these 50 points that I previously got? And if I get these 50 points and I have this group here, can white make 50 points here? No. All right, so white plays here. I play this. And if white connects, this could be a little problematic, right? White starts to, it gets dicey, right? As far as whether or not white can actually make it. So white doesn't want to connect, white plays here. If I say, more free stuff, where does white have to play?
Above.
More free stuff, where's the next free stuff?
Peep again.
Peep again!
Yeah.
How is white's shape?
Long.
It's a extended B2 bomber.
I'll play that. This is a good move. It's a little bit too late though. If I could play this earlier, it would have been much better. And the reason why this is a good move is basically if I can make white weak over here and get free stuff, at any point I can now spend that move and say, see you later. Right? Because now white doesn't have an easy connection over here, right? If white's weak. If white runs this way, and I say, that's great, you're dead. Oh, maybe this one first, right? More free stuff, right? Where are you running now? If white runs this way, I say, that's great, more free stuff for me. What's happening to white's big area?
Small.
Yeah, it's going to get way smaller. Well, I'm getting bigger. So I can damage white a lot with a move like this. All right, so, granted, I didn't get my 50 points, but with these little peeps, I can actually still make a surprising amount of points on either side, right? I mean, I can still turn this into points, I can turn this into points, I can turn some of these into points. So I'm not going to get 50 points, but I'm still going to get quite a handful. So these peeps are going to be useful when white tries to snake on through into my territory. Second, if I can capture some stones over here for free, that's going to be good. Right, that's going to give me a lot of the points back that I lost. And third, because I got these in, that means this group isn't as much danger as it was before too. So it's all from this attack, right, from this point right here. Right, when white comes in here, if you attack in the correct direction, you might not just get as many points if you just took points right away, but you're going to control the entire next 50 moves of the game. So that's the move that I was most proud of this game, was attacking from here. Cool? All right, you guys want to play some games? Is this at all? Hopefully your brain's not completely fried. I understand if it is. And yeah, you guys can play some Go. Thanks.